Here's something most Dubai property agents won't tell you. That distressed deal they're pushing, there's a 90% chance it's actually not distressed at all. It's just priced at today's market value, which happens to be below what someone paid during a different cycle. And there's a world of difference between those two things. My name is Tahir Majithia, and at Prime Capital Dubai, we've helped investors deploy over 5 billion dirhams across multiple market cycles in Dubai. And what I'm seeing right now in the market is a lot of sophisticated investors getting caught by a very simple mistake, confusing a seller's loss with a buyer's opportunity. So in this video, I'm going to break down exactly how to identify genuine below market opportunities in Dubai, and more importantly, how to avoid the traps that look like deals but aren't. Over the last 2 decades, we've seen this pattern play out repeatedly in Dubai. A market corrects, sellers who bought at peak need to exit, and suddenly everyone's talking about distressed opportunities. But here's what 20 years in the market has taught me. True distress is rare. What's common is price anchoring. What most buyers are doing right now is looking at properties listed below their original purchase price and assuming that equals opportunity. They see a property that sold for 3 million, let's say in 2024, now listed at probably 2.5 million, and they think they're getting a discount. But that's based on a fundamental misunderstanding on how property values actually work. And the cost of getting this wrong isn't just overpaying by 10 or 15%. It's buying into an asset that's actually fairly priced for today's market, which means you have no built-in equity buffer. You're starting from zero, not from a discount. We've seen clients come to us after these purchases wondering why their property isn't appreciating when they thought they bought it cheap. The answer is simple: they didn't. Now, understanding price anchoring versus true distress. What most people get wrong about distressed properties is thinking that any sale below purchase price means distress. That's like saying every stock trading below its all-time high is a bargain. Markets move, values adjust, and in Dubai especially, those movements can be significant. Let me give you a real-life example. We had a client, a British investor, looking at about 2.5 million dirhams to deploy. He came to us excited about a distressed opportunity in Dubai Marina. The seller bought it somewhere late in 2022 or early 23 for 2.8 million, now asking 2.4 million. Our client saw 400,000 dirham discount. Here's what our analysis showed. That same property type in that building was trading somewhere at 2.2 or 2.4 million in the current market. The seller wasn't distressed. They were just priced anchoring to their purchase price. The property was actually listed at a slight premium to market value. When we showed our client comparable sales from the last 90 days, the distressed deal disappeared. Here's what is actually happening on ground. Dubai's market moves in cycles, what we call the meltdown line. Accumulation, expansion, euphoria, distribution, capitulation. When someone buys during euphoria and sells during accumulation, yes, they're taking a loss. But that loss is just the market returning to fundamental value. It's not distress, it's gravity. So if you're evaluating any property positioned as distress in 2026, here's what I would check first. Pull the actual transaction data for that specific building over the last 6 months. Not asking prices, closed transactions at what people actually bought the property. DLD data will show you exactly where the market is pricing that asset type today. If your distress price is within 5% of the recent transaction, you're not looking at a distress. You're looking at market price with a story attached to it. Now, understanding the difference between price anchoring and true distress is crucial, but knowing how to actually identify and evaluate genuine below market opportunities, that requires a deeper framework. That's why we put together the 2026 Investor Strategy Kit. It's a data-backed guide that walks you through our full due diligence process, including the 7 indicators we use to identify genuine distressed opportunities versus market price properties with good marketing. It's free. The link is in the description below. Now let's move to another section, which is the 3 types of genuine distressed deals. What most people get wrong about genuine distressed properties is thinking they are easy to find. Honestly, they are not. True below market opportunities in Dubai require specific circumstances and they are rarely advertised as distressed. In fact, the loudest distressed listings are actually the least distressed. Here's what we found over the years. Genuine distress in Dubai falls into three categories. First, a timeline distress. This is when a seller has a hard deadline. Maybe he needs money for his business. There's a divorce settlement, personal situation, he needs the money. The key indicator, they'll accept below market pricing for certainty of closing. We had a European client last year who needed to exit within 15 days for tax reasons, sold his downtown property at 12% below market, but only to a cash buyer who could close immediately. Second category is leverage distress. This happens when an investor is over leveraged and facing something like a margin call or mortgage default. These properties often come through banks or specialized brokers, not mainstream agents. The pricing reflects the lender's need to cover capital, not market value. But here's the catch. These deals require cash or pre-approved financing. If you cannot close these transactions in probably 30 to 45 days, you are not really competitive. Now, these kind of deals are because a lot of people sometimes over leverage. Now, the third is what I call portfolio distress. This is when a developer or large investor needs to move multiple units quickly. They'll discount to clear inventory. We've seen this even prior in 2019-2020 when certain developers offered discounts on bulk purchases, genuine below market pricing, but with a minimum purchase requirement. Here's what's actually happening that creates these opportunities. Dubai's market is actually quite liquid at market price. Properties priced correctly sell within 30 to 60 days on an average. So when you see a genuine distress, it's because the seller values something more than maximizing price, speed, certainty, or solving a bigger problem. So if you're looking for genuine distressed opportunities in Dubai, here is what you should be looking at. Firstly, ask your broker how long this property has been on the market. Second thing, do a proper comparative market analysis on what is the real actual current market value of the property and then compare to what you are getting it at. And number three, make sure that the type of property you are being offered is a good property which is liquid irrespective of the market. You have to understand that there are some types of properties which do not sell irrespective of what kind of discount you're offering because their demand is not so high, and there are some properties which if they even put it little below market, they sell quickly because they are high in demand. So make sure that even if you're buying something in distress, buy a good property because that's very, very important. And also remember one thing, genuine distressed properties move fast. If a property has been sitting for months, it's a clear indication it's overpriced and not distressed. Now this gets me to the next section, which is the hidden costs of fake distressed deals. What most people get wrong about buying fake distressed properties, the ones that are just market priced, is thinking the only downside is missing out on a discount. But the real cost is much higher. You're not just buying at market price, you're usually buying the wrong property altogether. Think about it in this way. Properties get marketed as distressed when they won't sell at market price through normal channels. There's usually a reason. Maybe it's a challenging floor plan. Maybe it's a building with high service charges or poor maintenance. Maybe it's in a micro location with limited rental demand. The distress story is often covering for a fundamental issue. We've had a client last year, a Canadian investor, about 4 million dirhams to invest, found what he thought was a distressed deal in Business Bay. 3-bedroom apartment, seller is desperate, price below 15% the original price. We ran our analysis. The unit was actually priced at market, but the market was soft for that specific building. Why? Service charges were really high and the building had a history of, bad maintenance. The distress was actually a reflection of informed buyers avoiding that particular asset. Here's what's actually driving this dynamic. In a healthy market, good properties sell at market price without needing a story. When agents start attaching narratives, distressed seller, urgent sale, price reduced, It's often because the property won't move on its own merits. The story becomes necessary when the fundamentals aren't compelling. So, if you're evaluating any property marketed as distressed, here's my framework. First, ignore the story completely. Evaluate the property on pure fundamentals: the location, the building quality, who the developer is, the floor plan, the efficiency, service charges, rental demand. Second, check how long it's been on the market, not current listing, but total days, including relisting. Because what a lot of brokers do is they remove the listing, they put the listing back again. So online, when you see, it shows that it's just listed maybe 5 days back, 10 days back, but try to find out how long this property has been on the market. And third, and this is critical, ask yourself, if this property is genuinely below market, why it's still available. In Dubai's connected market, true opportunities don't last for too long. Now look, it's one thing to understand the theory, it's another to execute on it, because identifying genuine distressed opportunities requires more than just knowledge. It requires market access, real-time data, and often the ability to move very quickly. If you want a clear plan tailored to your specific situation, book a strategy call with me or my team. We look at your objectives, your capital, and your timeline, and we'll tell you honestly whether hunting for distressed properties makes sense for your strategy. And if it doesn't, we'll show you where the real opportunities are for your profile. The link is in the description below. Now, everything I've covered today assumes you're looking in the right areas to begin with, because here's the thing. Some areas in Dubai create their own distress through oversupply or poor planning. And that raises a critical question I haven't answered yet. Which Dubai areas have structural challenges versus temporary corrections? That's exactly what I'm going to be breaking down in the next video. So make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss it.